Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
That's the ease at which you get information. You're always connected and informed. No waiting. So if you're living with diabetes and still using old tech and finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? US Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels and accepts Medicare and over 800 private insurers. Call 1-888-US-MED65 today. That's 1-888-US-MED65 today. And manage your diabetes as easy as...
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle, an Odyssey station. And that's right, man. You got to get that Odyssey app. Get it on your phone. If you had radio.com, well, it's already on your phone, so don't worry about it. But if you don't, get it on your phone, because first of all, then you can listen to us on your phone or pretty much anywhere you have apps. You can listen to us. It's kind of cool.
That's right. I've had a few Rockaholics have recently moved and said that the Odyssey app is keeping them sane because they continue to listen to our show, The Men's Room, Ryan Castle, and Taryn. Insert wherever they are.
Yeah. And I'll tell you right now, you want music, you want news, you want sports, you want the podcasts that move you? Well, then you want Odyssey, man. AUDACY, Odyssey.
Let's play Beat Migs. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, but it's Wednesday, so let's do some whacking instead.
Whack it.
Let me see everybody do their Mr. Wacky then. All right.
Woo! Whack it.
And Steve surprised, me earlier by being Mr. Wacky, getting some of those answers that I didn't think anyone would get. Damn straight. So we'll have to see what happens right now. We've got Travis in Olympia to take on Steve. Travis, are you there?
I am.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. Goodbye. For those playing at home, Travis will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Travis, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's rock and roll.
A phrase, word, or sentence that is the same both backwards and forwards is called a what?
I can't think of a pass.
Stevie Nicks came to prominence with which band?
Fleetwood Mac.
Yes. The Himalayan mountain range is located on which continent?
Asia.
Yes. The Van Halen album OU812 featured who at lead vocals?
Eddie Van Halen?
No.
Pass.
What is the official language of Argentina?
Spanish.
Yes. Musician Miles Davis was most known for playing which instrument?
Saxophone?
No.
Trumpet.
Yes. What duo famously explored the Pacific Northwest during the early 1800s?
Lewis and Clark.
Yes. The series Love, Death, and Robots can be seen on what streaming service?
Netflix.
Yes. What does the S stand for with the cable network ESPN?
Sports.
Yes. What state is Baltimore located in?
Maryland.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct.
All right. Not a bad score.
Yeah. Some of these are easier questions, but Travis did really, really well with them.
So now, in baseball terms, if Steve makes this close, it could be called a slugfest. Because
yeah. So it's either a pitcher's duel or a slugfest, depending on how, low or high the score is.
All right.
Yeah. It could be a slugfest here. Unless you do terribly, then it'll be a pitcher's slug. No, I don't know how these work, so
I tried to help him, Steve. I really tried. I gave him two. I gave him two
what happens if
possibilities.
one person is terrible, one person is great?
Oh, it's just a blowout. It's a beating.
It's a blowout. That's
it's a
right.
beating. Yeah.
Rev, you know blowouts.
Yeah, it's a different term for when it comes to me, man.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yes.
A word, phrase, or sentence that is the same both backwards and forwards is called a what?
An anagram?
No.
Frankogram.
No.
Hey,
Bob. No. Stevie Nicks came to prominence with which band?
Fleetwood Mac.
Yes. The Himalayan mountain range is located on which continent?
Asia.
Yes. The Van Halen album OU812 featured who at lead vocals?
That would be Sammy Hagar.
Yes. What is the official language of Argentina?
Spanish.
Yes. Musician Miles Davis was most known for playing which instrument?
Trumpet.
Yes. What duo famously explored the Pacific Northwest during the 1800s?
Rick and Morty.
No. I mean, maybe in one cartoon, but I don't know.
Bonds and Bonilla.
No.
What's the name? Lewis and Clark.
Yes. The series Love, Death, and Robots can be seen on what streaming service?
Netflix.
Yes. What does the S stand for with the cable network ESPN?
Sports.
Yes. What state is Baltimore located in?
Maryland.
Yes. And Steve, you win 9-8.
Yeah.
Big old slugfest right there.
Oh, it surely was. Sorry about that, Travis.
Good game, Steve.
You too, my friend. Have a great day.
Take it easy,
you.
buddy.
Nice.
Till I'm victorious. 9-8.
I love the fact that you're playing this song because it's amazing and it's uplifting and I got goosebumps now.
Yes.
But you're also wearing a Glorious Sun shirt, which is kind of hilarious.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Everything is glorious.
2 new songs from the Glorious Sons are out there, BJ.
Oh,
I did not know this.
They've released one each week, so they put out a new one this morning, I heard, and both songs are phenomenal.
Oh,
You should check
let
them
me
out.
Take a look.
That's exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
I'm
if a
very
full record's
excited.
coming, but I got to imagine it might be.
It sounds like it if they're putting out one a week.
That's great news.
BJ stoked.
It's good. It's loud rock. I love it.
One of the questions that neither of you got was actually a word, phrase, or sentence that is the same both backwards and forwards.
You asked this one so many times, and every time I kick myself for not knowing it, and I say to myself, I won't forget it this time, and I always do.
I know it's
Yeah.
fun. Anybody?
Oh, yeah, it's a palindrome.
Yes.
Palindrome, and that's right.
Like Taco Cat.
Yeah, Taco Cat is a palindrome.
Race car.
Bob is, yes, and race car.
And that's and Steve did give Bob as a palindromic answer to the question, even though he didn't get the right word. Yep.
Yes, poop is too.
Poop is a palindrome.
Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Yes, poop is.
Oh, well, now we've all learned something, and congrats
we
on
have.
your win.
Yeah. We learned that no matter what the question, we can be little children about it.
Yeah, I can find a way to make it immature.
So the CW network has announced their fall schedule, and they'll be, I'm sure there's going to be lots of drama of relationship variety, no matter what the show is. It doesn't matter what the damn show is.
Yep.
There will be siblings, boyfriends, girlfriends, parents, children fighting.
Why don't they just call it the Teen Romance Channel?
It really
Because
is.
it's always like, even some of the shows, like we watch that All-American show, the football show, it's loosely based on a true story. And I love the show mainly because I enjoy any show that's a football show. Like it's a fun show. But this past season, they've really been like leaning more into the high school drama of the show. And I'm just like, ugh.
Oh, that's CW, my friend.
Yeah, I
I
know.
was surprised that actually they didn't do it that much early on.
They did, but it was like a healthy balance. And I feel like this year it's leaning more towards.
Oh gosh, yeah,
Right.
It really is. It is bad. I mean, you want to watch the new Superman show? Okay, the parents and the kids and the boyfriends and the girlfriends are all like in drama with each other. Want to watch?
See, I was
the new-
on the fence about watching that one, so I'm glad to hear that. I don't
How about
want
the
to.
new Kung Fu show? All right. Well, the girl's fighting with her parents and her brother and her sister and all of her, and there's a love triangle. Okay, there you go. That's the Kung Fu show.
But there's Kung Fu, right?
Yeah, well, that's it. I mean, it's either
Okay.
so you got Superman flying around with drama, or you got somebody kicking somebody in the eye with drama.
That's exactly all American, though. That the kids have issues with their parents. There's drama between the kids and the parents, and there's also drama because the relationships people have in high school.
And The Flash is a story about a guy who's got a little bit of trouble, with drama with his girlfriend, his wife now, and and his stepfather and his real father, and now his mother, who's actually not a mother, but this mythological force that wants to kill everything. But there's still drama because she looks like her mother. I mean,
And he runs fast.
Yeah, it was TNT goes. Their catchphrase is "We know drama." I feel like CW should be "We know teen drama."
Oh, definitely.
You're right.
I'm going to give them credit, though, because the CW did announce during their fall schedule yesterday that they're having a Scooby-Doo reunion special.
Like Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar, right?
No. This is no. This isn't the actual folks that played them on the show, or they aren't they're like, it's not supposed to be the actors that played them or the voice actors that played them. It's the actual characters doing a reunion, like Fred and Velma and Daphne and Shaggy and Scooby, as if they were real people getting together.
I'm
having a reunion.
Yeah, okay, this is kind of neat.
So are they older now, I wonder, in this?
Well, it looks like it's just a goof on that recent fad of, TV and movie cast reunions, like what Friends is doing tomorrow. So I think C-Dub's like, we're going to do a goof reunion.
Then Shaggy needs to have, pull a Matthew Perry and be like all nodding off in the middle of this special.
A little too many Scooby snacks. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, they're going to reminisce about their favorite cases, how they were filmed, and then they're going to soon discover while doing this reunion that the studio they're broadcasting from has its own monster problem.
I'm in.
Okay, that's cool.
All right, end of the year.
Danny, you're saying no? You're not going to watch this?
Never been a Scooby-Doo fan.
Oh!
Wow.
Again, I thought
first it's ketchup on the burger, and now it's Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
You should just go home.
All right.
Call it a sick day.
He means all the way. He means all the way to New Mexico, by the way.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, go home to Albuquerque.
I mean, never mind. Back in mom's womb. Whoa!
Wow! Damn! Very extreme.
Yeah.
Wow! I'm glad that you censored yourself and then said it anyway.
Still said it, right?
I know. Steve's like, oh, this is really too crazy to say. Guys, let me tell you what I was going to say.
Welcome to my brain.
Yeah, that worked out really well.
More often than not, that's the conversation I have. You don't need to say that, and then I say it anyway.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's what
I found a more tactful way to say it than how I was going to.
Oh, really? I would love to know what the less tactful way was going to be. I have a feeling he was probably going to use a couple of choice words, I bet.
Probably.
That's an offline conversation.
Yeah, I'm seeing Steve right now looks like the old Cleveland Indians logo. So, yeah, he's obviously pretty embarrassed about what he was going to say. Yeah, well, anyway, end of the year, that's when it's coming out. So good for you, everybody.
So you have till the end of the year to get hip to Scooby-Doo.
There is one of the Scooby-Doo machines that sits outside my apartment.
The mystery machine?
Yeah.
It's outside your apartment?
Yeah, it's kind of like the what did you call it? The mystery machine?
The mystery machine, yeah.
It's like that from like if it had a few drinks and a few drugs over its life.
Well, that's pretty much the mystery machine.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take a picture and show you guys.
Please do.
Yeah, it's like the mystery machine on a bender.
Yeah, exactly.
No real mystery there.
There's nothing like an old hippie machine, today, like seeing how it's really, because we've seen old hippies that they really haven't aged well. You're like, dude, I think you need to give that up.
Yeah, because it's like an old 70s style van.
That's all it is. Oh, yeah, it's totally like the old Chevy van, maybe.
Yeah, the one that sits outside the apartment is like an old minivan, not like necessarily like a big van. So it's like somebody.
That's even funnier.
Yeah.
Even better than like a Subaru Outback.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is time for
the Seattle version of it.
Yeah,
right?
of course. It's time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you get involved, okay? Yeah, you do. You pick the topic. You guide the show, 206-421-ROCK. You can also text us at 77999. We got your calls. We got your texts. We'll do that at 9:20 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. It's brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino, by the way. Listeners on the Loose, you pick the topic, you guide the show, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Whatever you want to say. Steve is saying, well, say it a certain way or you out, baby.
That's a simple rule. That's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we're going to have to gong you and then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
I got a text from our buddy Photog Jim from King 5. He says, Costco just started selling packages of hamburgers made from tri-tip. Put them in the smoker, and they're some of the best damn burgers that we've ever had. It
Whoa.
sounds fantastic.
Thanks, Photog Jim. That's a good tip for all the Traeger people in the room.
Tri-tip burgers. Is that at Stanley? I don't know if that's Stanley and Seafort. Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
And they would use like the leftovers of like whatever the cut was from the steaks that they serve, because it's a nice steakhouse, and then they would turn that into the burgers. And apparently their burgers are just ridiculous. But I haven't been there. So, I'm just telling you based on someone who told me who heard it from somebody else. So,
of course.
It's
From
the truth then. Yeah.
That's all that matters. I mean, that's the kind of hearsay I'm all for.
So it's a Quickie 2 in Tacoma. They put potato salad on their vegan burgers, and it's amazing.
Oh, Quickie 2 is so amazing.
I keep meaning to go there because I want to get there. It's an all-vegan restaurant in Tacoma, like comfort food, and Rev's been there, but they have vegan milkshakes. And I just think that'd be kind of fun for my wife and I to enjoy a milkshake because, she's vegan.
They're really good.
A comfort food vegan place or vegetarian place is so awesome. There was a chain of them in California for a while, in Southern California, and I go down with Kathy, and it would be great. But they closed them. I think it wasn't healthy enough for any. They were like, who's going here? Because the healthy people thought, well, you know what, this isn't that healthy. And then other people were like, well, I'm going to get real meat. Why would I? So I think they fell between the cracks. But man, it's so tasty.
I love that. There's that chain. It's in Seattle. It's in South Lake Union now. Veggie Grill.
Veggie Grill is good.
Oh, that place is awesome. A little pricey for like what seems to be like a fast food type vibe, but still really good.
Yeah, you're going to pay that for those meat alternatives.
Yeah,
I think that's just is par for the course.
Fake chicken doesn't grow on trees, everyone.
It actually kind of does. At least the kind of chicken they make.
The plant does.
It totally does.
Yeah,
this damn chicken does grow on trees, and you got to pay for it.
Sorry, buddy. It is Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So did you see the name of the new street sweeper in Seattle?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have not.
So good.
It's so funny. Yeah, apparently they had a vote to name it's the bike lane sweeper. So like that little street sweeper that goes in the bike lane to sweep up and clean up the mess in the streets of Seattle. And they did a vote, and the name of the sweeper is Okay Broomer.
Oh, very good. Very, very
11-year-old came up with that name.
Yes, even better.
What were the other options, though? Oh, here we go. These were the names. Sir Sweeps a Lot.
Nice.
Oh, that's good.
I like this one. The Legion of Broom.
Oh, that's cool,
As
too.
a Seahawks and wrestling fan, that's awesome. This one, I'm not. Sweeping Beauty.
Yeah, that was...
Sure, it's cute.
Brush with Destiny.
Oh, all right.
Sweepless in Seattle.
That's good. That's a solid one, too.
I like this one. It's kind of simple but fun. Brush Hour.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Wheelie Clean.
Now,
Sweet Dreams.
I love these are all puns. Fantastic.
Yeah. Oh, this one just goes along with the one that everyone talked. Like at some point goes for a name. Sweepy McSweepsface.
Oh yeah, like Bodie McBoatface.
Yeah,
yeah.
Broomba. Seattle
Good
Sweep
idea.
Hawk.
Yeah. All right.
I like this one though. Zambroombi instead of a Zamboni.
Zambroombi. Okay.
I'm glad OK Broomer won.
Yeah, Sweep Caroline, Baby Broomer, and Sweetheart are the other ones.
Oh, Baby Broomer must be pissed because we're so close.
It lost to OK Broomer.
Yeah. Oh man. So this is a sweeping vehicle just for those bike lanes.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a Zamboni. It's a little bit thinner version, but yeah, it just kind of it does the bike lanes.
I think a lot of cyclists, I have a friend who's a cyclist, and they talk about the debris in those lanes, and you can get hurt by some of the stuff that's there if they hit the debris the wrong way. And
wear a helmet.
Wow, usually I'm the one that's that guy, but okay.
I'm kidding. I'm channeling my inner BJ.
Oh, good job. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
I would have thought, really, do we need this? But I guess there's really a lot of injuries that can happen with, riding a bike with all the crap that can go on the roads like that. So, all right. I
kind of want to drive one of these, though. It looks like fun.
Yeah, of course you do. You've always wanted to drive a Zamboni. Makes sense.
Yeah, this would be a lot of fun.
All right, there you go.
Have you never driven a Zamboni?
No.
I guess that's kind of a random question to ask.
It surely
most people
is. You
haven't. But he's on the. You've been on the ice many times. I just figured there's a chance that maybe during one of your fun Spokane trips, maybe someone left the keys in the Zamboni and the drunk adventures that go on along with that.
We make a lot of dumb decisions under the influence when we do those tournaments in Spokane, but we do not want to mess with the rink because we want to be invited back.
Oh,
so
fair.
We know how to push the limits to the point where they're not going to be mad at us, or they might get annoyed with us. We've had a couple talkings too, but never to the point where it's more of like no, these guys are idiots and they're drunk, but they're harmless. I feel like if you got to be on the wheel of a Zamboni drunk and try to do stuff, I feel like bad things could happen.
And I don't think asking you if you've ever driven a Zamboni is that crazy, because I feel like your life has just been one crazy moment, like unbelievable moment after another. Like, I played with Stone Temple Pilots. No big deal. I wrestle. I've done this. I've done that. So I feel like the fact that
I'm not opposed.
No, the fact that you haven't driven a Zamboni isn't a weird question to ask you, but it is weird that you haven't done it.
I think that we're all thinking this way, all because that dang 253 called him a Renaissance man. So now we just think that Steve does everything.
Yeah, right?
I am. Yeah, I had to actually Google what Renaissance man meant when they put that in the magazine because I was like, are they insulting me? Yeah. And then I looked and I was like, nope, that's just how my mind works. I'm like, dude, are they doing like a smart person insult here? And then no,
Yeah, well, I can appreciate that,
quite
Steve.
the compliment, actually.
Whenever I hear words I don't understand and they're throwing them at me, I'm the same way. I'm like, I hope this jerk isn't like doing one of those smarmy insults.
Well, I was like, I don't fight people with swords on horses. Like, I was like, what is this? What are they talking about?
I mean, fair.
Well,
I would.
Yeah. He's a Renaissance fair man, that's Steve Miggs.
Oh, someone says you can rent out the Dick's food truck. You guys should do that for whenever Pain in the Grass returns.
Dude, it's funny. I just got an ad for that.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
You can rent out the Dick's food truck?
Yeah.
What does it cost?
Let's see.
And my birthday's in October, everyone.
Mine's coming up in August.
$4,500.
Does that include burgers?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I don't think you get to drive it. I think they come cater, right? Is that the idea?
Yeah, approximately 1,200 burgers, 350 shakes, and 300 individually bagged kettle chips.
Whoa.
200 canned Coca-Cola beverages, and 100 bottles of water.
Oh, yeah. Me and like 10 of my friends could easily crush that.
Sarah's friend had her wedding, and that's really what they could have done, but this wasn't available then because they ended up having some Dick's burgers brought to the wedding, and then, of course, they ran out. But this, how many burgers? Did you say, Danny?
1,200.
1,200.
Oh, yeah. We wouldn't have run out. This would have been fantastic.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like that bad of, I don't know math, but I feel like $4,500, it seems like a pretty reasonable amount of burgers you get for that.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you figure 1,200, that's all. How many burgers are you going to crush? You know what I'm saying?
About 1,100?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it was just the burgers, it'd be basically $375 a burger. But you're getting all the other stuff
The
as
shakes,
well, the shakes,
drinks.
and all of that. So
And
that's
that'll feed about 400 people if you're crushing 3 apiece. 3 burgers apiece. That'll get you 400 people. And if you really want to be a pig, then, go down to 4 burgers apiece, and you can have a party of 300.
In.
Need a reason for this. We definitely need to make. I always get pumped when I've been invited to parties in the past, weddings, and too. I've been to a few events where they rent out a food truck, and I get so excited about that. It's so cool because it's
I
you get to
agree.
go up and get the food, but you don't have to pay for it because they covered the cost.
Oh, yeah, that is that and open bar are the best things ever.
I'd take the food truck over the open bar personally.
Both.
Ooh, that's
Well, of course, both.
yeah, good, but I would definitely.
That's a tough
yeah.
one for me because if I'm at a party, I really do like to go through some rum and diets. Man, I don't know, man.
And then you want the burgers,
Yeah.
real bad.
Yeah, I usually that's what that. But see, usually the burgers are like if I got to pay for something, let me pay for the burgers and let the drinks be free.
Yeah, and you could probably even charge a couple bucks. Maybe you don't make all your money back, but I'm sure if you're like, hey, everyone, I got a Dick's Burger truck for $1, you get a deluxe. People would pony up some cash for that.
Yeah, I mean, if I was having a big event, that's a great idea. I was thinking if Sarah does get married, I was thinking, man, how great to be to have that there. But
Wait, she's a
that's a lot of
vegetarian.
burgers.
You're going to get a Dick's Burger truck for someone who doesn't eat meat?
Well, I wasn't
fries
thinking
are
of her.
vegetarian.
Okay, fair.
That's for BJ.
Yeah, and J-Rubs isn't a vegetarian like me, and so I mean, come on.
Oh, someone said you guys should check out Slurpee trucks. Now, is that like a one of those buses? You click on those thumbnails.
No.
Okay, well, you know what? I didn't know where you were going, but then I should have realized where you were going.
I've seen 7-Eleven that do little pop-up Slurpee trucks at different places to try out new flavors and stuff. I don't know if that's what they're talking about, but it's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, it
That
seems
is
like
the-
they are. Yeah.
That is the one thing that everybody loves that I don't.
Slurpees?
This isn't the topic, but whenever we do it, I got to remember that.
Oh, it's
What's the
listeners
one
on the
thing?
loose. You do what you want, man.
Yeah, I have never been into the Slurpee. I don't mind a shaved ice. You know, when I go to Hawaii, getting the shaved ice, I think is different than a Slurpee, slightly. But even then, I just do it because it's Hawaii. I feel that's a Hawaiian thing. They all do the shaved ice out here. But Slurpees, no, that doesn't do a thing for me.
But Dairy Queen, what do they call them? They're like Slurpees, but they're Frost. No,
Mr. Misty's?
Mr. Misty's, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do you like those?
Well, I don't. That's
Didn't we
but
figure
don't
out
they have
that
ice
he's-
cream in them?
BJ's never
No.
been to
No.
Dairy Queen, hasn't he?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I've never been to a Dairy Queen. Yeah, I don't know.
You can get the Misty float, and that has the ice cream in it. But
okay.
but a regular Misty,
It's just a
Mr.
slush.
Misty is just a slush.
Oh yeah, I've never touched those, and I think probably because I don't like fruit flavored stuff a whole lot, like fruit flavored treats like Skittles and Starburst. So it makes sense that why would I want the fruit flavored liquid thing?
Yeah, I haven't had a Slurpee in forever because I just don't typically pop into a 7-Eleven. But man, next time I do, the one I don't like, and I know people love them, are the Coca-Cola or like the Pepsi, whatever product they use. But the soda version of a Slurpee, I'm like, I don't know, man. I want my Slurpee to be fruity.
See, I like that idea because it's just basically it's my Diet Coke with more ice in it.
I feel like I can only get a couple gulps into it, and then I just can't do it. But I'm like you. I need something like strawberry flavored to really satisfy me.
Summertime, forget it.
If you were me when I was a kid, you would just make the rainbow. You would every single one, and you would just
the graveyard.
So great.
The rainbow or the graveyard. That's funny that they both have the same term.
Okay, both, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You pick the topic, you guide the show. It is Listeners on the Loose, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls, more of your texts at 933 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
We all remember that one professor, the one everyone on campus had to take no matter what subject they taught because how much fun their class was. What if we told you there was a streaming service that had all those professors? One Day University has every must-have professor from the best colleges all across the country. One Day University, the most fun talks from the most fun professors. Available live and on demand. No homework, just the most fun you'll have while learning. Get a special offer at ondayu.com/Odyssey.
Hey, what's up, everyone? You find yourselves trying to get your Craig Mack on and put some brand new flavor in your ear? Well, funny you should mention that because we have a brand new show that you should check out. It is called Pod Sauce. It is your podcast discovery show.
Everyone's always looking for a podcast recommendation. We got lots of them for you, from true crime to pop culture. And you can join us each week as we dish on all of our favorite podcasts out there. So make sure you download the Odyssey app and search Pod Sauce or head on over to podsauce.com.
We got you covered, guys.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Or we're talking about like food trucks at weddings and parties along those lines. Somebody said that they had a Hawaiian shave ice truck at their wedding in the parking lot at the church before the reception.
Yeah, see, the Hawaiian shave ice is good. I really like the Hawaiian shave ice. I think the Slurpee is a little too much for me.
Well, if you drink it too fast, then you
the brain freeze.
Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah.
I do that every time I get a blizzard because I can't stop eating it.
So good.
It hurts my brain, and I keep eating it.
What was the place that was that Jamba Juice? I remember I used to always go there a lot. I used to live by one, and I would get it, and I would just suck it down. And I was like, and then you're like stopping in your tracks. You're like, oh my gosh, I think my brain might explode.
The Jamba, I worked at a smoothie. It wasn't Jamba Juice, but it was very mimicky of Jamba Juice. And man, you think those things are super healthy? They're not that healthy for you.
No.
They're really good, don't get me wrong, but it's one of those, like, because you think you're drinking a smoothie as opposed to a milkshake, and it's like, they have just as many calories.
Well, I always joke about it. We go to Emerald City Smoothie, and it's like the tale of two different people. My wife gets the healthy smoothie, the ones that are like, that has all the ingredients that would make it healthy. I get the peanut butter and jelly smoothie, which is like on their this is not healthy, you idiot menu. But I'm like, I don't care, it's delicious. But I could have that every day. I'd be happy.
It's funny how many people don't realize that though, because like we had a peanut butter Oreo one, and people would come in and be like, "Oh, this is like a meal replacement, right?" I'm like, "Well, it's like a 3-meal replacement, but
it's like a dessert."
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that I got tricked by that, especially at Emerald City Smoothie. Steve, you're right. I didn't realize there were 2 menus. I thought I was doing great. It was like, really, this is the menu for people that want to come in here and look like they're doing it. Put the poser menu. You look like you're going in there and getting healthy.
Right. You get to go out with the cup. And it looks like maybe you have like a short sign. It looks like you just finished a good sesh at the gym, and there you are with your Emerald City smoothie. But really, you're just having a dessert.
Yeah. But your wife shops from the regular part of the menu.
No, she gets the ones like it's like 100 calories, and mine's like, this is the would you like to put on more pounds, sir? Yes.
We're not going to tell you the calories. You'll never come back if we do.
But highly recommended. If you've ever been to Emerald City Smoothie, Get the
peanut butter and jelly?
It's so freaking good.
It is. I think I've had that, and that's when I realized I don't think this is a good idea to regularly do this for me. It's not my plan, which is to try not to put in too many calories, but it is delicious.
Yeah, it's a treat.
Yeah. Which, again, when are they going to come up with a treat that really isn't a treat? I mean, that's what I want to know.
All right, so we want to know, what is your favorite comedy spoof movie, like Talladega Nights?
Oh. Ooh.
Oh.
That's a good question.
Mine is it's in that same vein, The Campaign with Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis.
It's a great movie.
I love that movie so much. That's literally on my go-to almost every week.
Oh, that's a spoof movie. I mean, all I'm thinking about are the Naked Gun movies. That's the only thing that's coming to my mind right now.
Right? Fun.
Yeah.
It's one of those that were my favorite as a kid, but I haven't seen it in so long, so I don't know if it's going to be good still or not.
I know, yeah. I'm with you, Vicky. I hate to see a movie that doesn't age well. It just disappoints my memory.
But definitely for my generation, being middle school, high school was definitely the Scary Movie franchise.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Scary Movie. That's good stuff.
Those are so messed up. I loved them.
Do you call Anchorman a spoof? I mean, it's a spoof of the news business, right?
Yeah, that's where I'm torn. Because I was my first thought was Slapshot, because it's kind of a spoof of hockey in a sense, because some comedic moments, but it's really not a spoof.
Yeah.
But what about Major League?
Ooh,
See,
I
that's
feel
totally a comedy. So it's a spoof on the sports action movies.
But they're not making fun of sports action movies. They're just, those are the characters. It doesn't feel like they're making fun of the sport.
They're making fun of the Cleveland Indians pretty bad.
Yeah, that's for sure.
That's
I'm still hoping for the reboot where it's the Seattle Mariners.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just reality.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
See, on that aspect, I was thinking, because it's basically kind of spoofing those 80s movies where everything, the high stakes thing when it's based on just a small dumb thing would be Hot Rod.
Yep.
Because it's just a total, even they play a bunch of Europe songs, but they don't play the final countdown. It's one of those ones where they make a conscious decision to make fun of that genre.
Oh, yeah, one texter.
We always get beat up over Hot Rod. I remember that. We love that movie and nobody else did.
One person brought up a great one. I completely forgot about it, and I would put it at the top of my list as well. Walk Hard. Favorite spoof movie.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much spoofing Johnny Cash.
Yeah, that's a spoof movie. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. Wrong kid died.
Oh, it looks like I'm looking at Google, what counts as a spoof movie, and Team America World Peace. It's making fun of those action-y movies.
I never saw that. Everyone loved that movie. For some reason, it never appealed to me.
I enjoyed it the first time I saw it. Then I watched it again. I'm like, okay, I've already seen it.
Yeah, you don't need to watch it more than once.
It's not one of those ones where you want to just watch multiple times.
Another one for me is Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
Yeah.
That's mine.
What about basketball, bench warmers, dodgeball? People are coming in with some good stuff.
Dodgeball's fun. I recently rewatched it and I was entertained.
Spaceballs.
Oh, yeah.
I hope that holds up. I'm afraid to watch that for that reason.
Well, I think if Star Wars holds up, then Spaceballs will hold up.
I agree.
Well,
you don't think?
I don't know about that. And Star Wars, Star Wars, oh boy, I don't know. I wonder if somebody watched Star Wars for the first time, somebody who was, really, a Generation Alpha, if they would think it holds up, Steve. That's a tough one.
The hell's Generation Alpha?
I think it's what your kids, or what Tatum would be.
There's some alphas that are older than Tatum now. No,
cool,
am I wrong about that? I thought there were some alphas in their teens.
Early 2010s as the starting birth years, I guess. So,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Starting to get to that, the double digits on that.
Old.
So it's the 2020s. What are they still the alphas, or are they now
I don't know what she is
or something. I
don't know what she is, man.
It says
Generation Mega Moves.
2010 to 2024, so she would still be.
Oh, so she's an alpha.
Oh, look at you, got an alpha on your hands, buddy. Yeah, really, young millennials and alphas. I don't know what they would think of movies like Star Wars. Here, the only reason I bring it up is I see a lot of Star Trek fans who are not fans of the original series. They're just it just doesn't do anything for them.
I could see that. I love the Star Wars movies. You couldn't pay me enough to watch the Star Wars television show.
You mean The Mandalorian?
Star Trek. I'm sorry, Star Trek.
Oh yeah, I was going to. Oh, okay.
Sorry. I get those confused. I wasn't even trying to troll.
So what movies are you talking?
Like the Chris Pine Star Trek movies.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, and those are really very modern, and really a lot of Star Trek fans don't like those because they don't really think it's true Star Trek. But I see what you're saying, Steve.
Yeah, I can enjoy those. I can't enjoy Captain Kirk and Spocky.
You might even like Star Trek Discovery because it's got a lot of action, very much like the J.J. Abrams show. So and that's the thing is you can't watch those and then turn around and go back and also you're watching something that's like almost 60 years old, which senses and sensibilities of those times are very different. I mean, it's it's tough.
Also, I said my kids too love Star Wars. She cackled maniacally when Vader choked out his first rebel.
Oh, she's awesome.
At 2 years old? Okay, you better watch out what you got growing up there, sir.
I'm the person that watched Baseballs last week. It totally holds up, BJ.
Nice.
Okay, glad to hear that.
Another person says I have a young millennial and a 2014 alpha. They both love the entire Star Wars franchise.
All right, that makes me feel good about that. Even 1, 2, and 3? Whoa, I don't know about that. I mean, don't tell Simon Pegg.
Yeah, no one likes 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, apparently they do.
No one.
Oh, it's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Somebody said, speaking of Dick's and the burgers, have any of you ordered the Dick's Kraken jersey yet? Haven't. They don't have the size I want. I want a goalie cut one out. If I'm going to get one, I'm going to wear it playing hockey.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
I'm surprised they don't have one. I mean, we have big people around here. You'd think they would have at least a couple.
Well, I think they do double X or triple X, but you still need a little bit bigger for that goalie.
You need more than that, huh?
Oh yeah, and it's like almost like a 4X or a 5X, I think. My with the chest protector underneath it takes up way too much space.
Oh, I didn't realize that your sweaters were that big. Whoa,
Dang! I didn't because I'm waiting for the actual Kraken official license when that comes out. Whenever that is,
man, they need to step that up and get it out there because I feel like they're losing. I mean, I'm not. Don't call me marketing director, but I feel like there's a lot of people I'm noticing wearing Kraken jerseys already, and they're buying them from like certain knockoff websites and places. Like, because people just want the jersey so bad that I wonder if they're missing out on some prime sales because of that. Maybe they don't care and they want to time it for when they want to time it.
Well, it's a dilemma for them because what do you put on the back for a name and number?
People wear hockey jerseys with no name or number on them.
Oh, all right.
Well, fine without any names or number. Or you just put 32 for the 32nd franchise.
Exactly, with Seattle on the back. I would have bought that in a second if they would have launched that.
That's interesting. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point. I wonder why they haven't done that. That is a
don't like money.
They don't like money.
Says the guy who's going to buy one the minute they release one, though.
Home and away, baby.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, yeah. That's oh man, hockey jerseys are tough. I used to be a big fan of hockey jerseys, but then it depending on the cut and everything else like that, the long sleeves sometimes get to me. I feel like they get in the way.
See, I probably won't wear it. Other than going to a game. Like, I'm not really one that wears hockey jerseys outside of if I'm going to a game, sure, but I just want to own one. It's more so just to have it. Like, to have the first year, maybe I'll frame it, I have no idea, or just hang it up somewhere where I can look at it from time to time, or just save it for when I go to a game. But I'm torn, do I want one with, like, your name and your favorite number, or do you want to, like, just wait it out for and see who they get in the expansion draft and pick your favorite player from that?
Oh, yeah.
Since I know nothing about hockey league players yet, since this is my first favorite team, I'm going to get the personalized one for sure.
Like Danny V, 13?
Yep.
Nice.
You know it.
All right.
You got BJ 69, right?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. I mean, that's all my jerseys.
When you get arrested at the game, don't get mad at us.
I swear, it's my first name.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll go over well.
It's my favorite number.
All right, kids, we have a big question that needs to be answered. What do Ryan Castle and cheese have in common? I'm going to tell you at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and cheese have in common?
Sometimes described as nutty.
Yep.
Also, I've been told I smell of gorgonzola a time or two.
That is true. That's why I always get hungry when I'm around you.
It's a gorgonzola nose he has about him.
Sometimes a little bit like Limburger.
Goes well with wine.
It's funny you say that, BJ, because someone said both smell like Limburger.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Another person says, they both get better with age.
Yeah, that's nice.
Really?
And Steve prefers both from under.
Oh, nice.
That's good. Hey, nice work. Nice play on words.
Yeah. Well, we got a 39-year-old guy from England. His name is Carl. He's a drug dealer. He used an encrypted...
Do you have Carl's number?
Well, Carl only uses this encrypted message board called EncroChat to hook people up with drugs like heroin and cocaine.
How do you spell that?
It's ENC. Oh wait, don't do it because the cops busted the whole thing.
Oh no!
And here's how he got busted. He was a fan of Stilton cheese, which is a local thing. And for whatever reason, he posted a photo of himself holding a wedge of it on his message board, on that message board. The authorities, though, infiltrated that site. They saw his cheese photo, and amazingly, they were able to get his fingerprints from the image that matched them to the ones they had on record for the. So,
wow.
13 and a half years in prison for that one. Yeah. Nice move there, Carl. Carl.
Come on.
Ryan Castle. He ain't got drugs, but he's got a 12-pack. That's up next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
I remember like the biggest bill I ever had was probably about $550.
What?
For a date?
For a date?
Yeah.
Did she bring her family?
No, it was just me and her. What the hell are you guys doing?
Dude, that's insane.
Steak,
That's
alcohol, all of the above.
That's unreasonable.
Yeah, busting that bubbly out.
Well, I know, but she was hot.
Oh, man.
I mean, I done that with D. Ted Smith, but that was,
Well, he's hot too.
Right, yeah.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. If I file for bankruptcy, do I have to appear in court? That makes me nervous.
Going to court is never something that's easy to do. However, when you file bankruptcy, you usually only have to attend one hearing at the courthouse. Of course, I'll be there with you. And when you go to court, it's not before the judge. It's actually with the trustee or the trustee's attorney. One of the things that's critical in a bankruptcy is that you give your attorney and the court all of your information. You list all of your assets and all of your creditors. That's what we're trading for your discharge, is your true and honest disclosure of your assets and liabilities. And so the court hearing is just usually about a 5-minute deal where you show up and reaffirm and swear that all the information you've given the court and your attorney is correct.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Spend less time in the laundry room and more time doing the things you love. Introducing the Samsung Smart Top Load Laundry Pair, now available at Lowe's. The washer's large capacity means you can fit more in every load. Plus, its super speed setting washes a full load in only 28 minutes. Shop the smart washer that will streamline laundry day, backed by Lowe's Price Promise. Based on using super speed on a normal cycle with an 8-pound load. Terms apply. See Lowe's.com/price promise for details. U.S. only.
That's the ease at which you get information. You're always connected and informed. So if you're diabetic and still using old technology and finger sticks, what are you waiting for? U.S. Med carries the highest quality continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. U.S. Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. Visit usmed.com/radio today. That's usmed.com/radio today and manage your diabetes as easy as